All right, let's show a ZMX AI portal demo. On the left is my code agent. I'm using AMP code. It's awesome. I've already filled in the ZMX prompt on the left. On the right is just a blank workspace. There's nothing in here yet. I am going to start by attaching to a new ZMX session. And then I'm going to run Podman. I have port 8000 exposed for demonstration purposes. And I've also volume mounted the current working directory into the app directory inside the container. This doesn't need to just be a container. You could be in a remote SSH session. You could be in a production Kubernetes pod. You could be in a SSH session that SSHs and then runs a container, and all of this will work. All that matters is that the shell on the right inside the ZMX session has access to some core utilities, like mainly for the code agent to be able to run commands inside that environment. As long as the commands that the code agent runs is available inside that environment, all of this should work. So to start, let's just start with something simple. Print some system information within the ZMX WRK session. Okay. Oh, there we go. So on the right, you can see all the commands that are being run, which is kind of nice for auditing purposes. Okay. So here you can see it's running Alpine Linux. Let's do something a little more difficult. Let's try create a fast API with a base endpoint that returns hello world. When starting the dev server, you cannot run any more commands in the ZMX session because the server is now running. Instead, I've exposed port 8000 so you can curl the endpoint directly. I actually don't know if this is going to work. We'll see. Every once in a while, the code agent will send a malformed command and can get stuck, in which case you can kind of recover by going over here and sending a SIGINT and getting it into a better state. But we'll see. Let's see if we get stuck. Okay, it figured out that it needed Python and pip. It figured out that it needed fast API, and now it's creating the file. Looks like it did not write the file properly. Let's see if that worked. Oh, it's getting stuck. Ah, there it goes. Okay, so it ran ZMX help again to figure out what went wrong, and now the server's booted up. Okay, now it's scanning the history. Server's running. Hey, there we go. It was able to hit the endpoint. And that's it. That's the demo. So yeah, it did get stuck at one point. It didn't know how to do ZMX right, but it ran the help command again and figured out how to get it to work. And that's the demo.